Previously on Survivor Branford. After escaping the first vote, Tim found a home with the alliance of Josh, Steven, and Tasha, and immediately contributed by pitching a split vote plan against Victoria and Christy, the latter of which had a publicly known immunity idol. What none knew, though, was that it was a fake. The Tyler tribe continued to revolve around the tension between Pat and Michelle, who were experiencing opposite trajectories. Pat continued to lose trust within the tribe, as he spun lies regarding the immunity idol he claimed he had, while Michelle not only received sympathy from the rest of the tribe over Pat's attacks, but went on to find Tyler's immunity idol, with an assist from Haley's clue. After a second immunity loss, Parkside was forced to prepare for tribal in front of Tyler Ambassador Brandon. Josh's challenge performance put him on the hot seat, and Tasha began to heavily consider joining forces with Christy and Victoria against him in an all-girls alliance. With both sides in a tug-of-war over Tasha, she chose to remain loyal to her original alliance and went along with the split vote plan to ultimately eliminate Christy and remove the threat of the souvenir she was carrying. 12 are left. Who will be voted out tonight?
Reporting back from the ambassador, it seems like there's kind of like a guys versus girls thing.
So they got rid of one guy first, but there's still 3 guys, 3 girls.
Yep, and I think they're getting rid of a guy this round. If I had to put my money on it.
Do you know anything about the first vote? Like if it was just
Yep, it was a 6-1 vote. So every time there's a group of people talking, they'd be like, oh, we're the core. And someone would be in the back, oh, we're the core. It also seems like they found the immunity idol, and I gathered that like one of the women had.
What do they know about us?
I told them that like we're all kind of still like feeling each other out, and we haven't had any talks really about like, oh yeah, like who would you vote on? They asked about the idol, I said I don't know if it's been found.
Is it like cutthroat down there?
No, like everyone's friendly, but it's like everyone's so friendly to each other's faces, and as soon as one person leaves, they're like, yeah, that person sucks.
Makes you really appreciate that you're on the fight team, huh?
Yeah. It seems like potentially there's like a guys versus girls dynamic.
Okay.
A little bit. And it kind of seems like the one little kingpin is Tasha, who, in my opinion, has kind of like a foot in both doors. I think a guy's getting voted off. Tasha seemed to have like a lot of influence.
Last year I was joking a bunch. It's like all we gotta do is win all the challenges. We don't have to worry about anything. This year we're
might
actually
just do that.
So Cassie's still pretty open to our suggestions too. I think he's really just doesn't really understand how to play this game.
He's just trying to like now figure out like the fact that he has a fake idol. Right. That's why he's like acting like such a crazy person.
So things are looking up. Our team is doing really well right now, and if we were to lose, I'm feeling confident that Pat would be the person that would fall on that sword. He just did too much scheming too early, I think. I'm really optimistic now that I have the idol.
Okay.
And if you think that you might need it, take it, sneak it under the towel.
Okay.
And then I'll take
Same
it.
thing to you. Yeah. Okay.
Sounds good.
Thank God we have that.
I do not trust.
I shared my clue with her, and now she found the idol, so we're kind of, if she needs it, then she can use it. If I need it, then I can use it. We'll kind of see what happens, but I'm feeling a little bit more confident this season than I was last season.
This is just such a rookie move, though. They're so afraid of a girl playing an idol that they're just gonna eliminate one throne. And if it is guys versus girls, it's scary that if a merge happens, like...
Yeah, we don't have like sides or anything.
We're in the majority. So
Together. Yeah. If some people don't stay with us because they take their idol elsewhere, then yeah.
So much unnecessary stuff.
Like weird stuff.
Like unnecessary. I don't
Like
know
when he
why.
made that statement about like, oh, sometimes people bring fake stuff to the game.
And that's why we were all questioning if he has a real idol.
Yeah.
Yeah, he flashed it. You have to be 100% transparent or you should have hit it from the beginning. You can't just do this weird like fine line thing and be shady about some stuff.
Bro, I'm not gonna play it. I'm taking this thing to the merge. That's the point.
Just don't talk about it. Like, just try not to bring it up.
Oh, God.
Yeah. You should have just grabbed it and not told me.
Yeah. I guess that's Survivor 101.
You can't appear like you're playing games. I don't know what to do, dude. You're gonna have to navigate this.
I feel like I'm just digging myself deeper and deeper and deeper.
What if you just gave it to someone else?
That's...
What if you just gave it to me?
I'm thinking about it.
So for Pat's plan with the idol, he seemed to, he was describing to us that he's not going to play it, he's going to hold it to the merge and then like vote for the most trustworthy person and give them the idol.
I think it would build back some trust if you
On the other
did
hand,
the
though,
vote thing and give the
I'm shedding my most valuable shield right now.
Sure.
I was talking about potentially having the vote for who's among our team should hold the idol a little earlier, just so that I could
remove the burden from yourself.
Get this albatross off my neck.
So what if we do a secret vote?
Well, I don't know if I want it to be secret. I would kind of prefer if we could like talk it out a little bit. Who in our tribe do we really feel good about? Like all of us. And if we can come up with a name, then like I feel like that's the person who should have it. My priority at this phase of the game is still 100% to create a cohesive team. But I feel like I've had the opposite effect. Facts over vibes.
Honestly, like, if you trust yourself, you'll hold it to the second half of the game. Wait for the merger, hold on to it. You're good to go.
I feel like a lot of this pressure is like you putting on yourself. I feel like you're like, oh, the weight of the world. And if I was you, I'd be like, damn, like I have an idol. I know. Make it next round.
I was psyched.
I think you kind of maybe made this commitment as a grand gesture to be like, oh guys, I'm gonna.
Because I want to
give
do
someone
that,
else.
dude. I want it to be a team.
I think that's good, but you have this power. I don't see why you'd give it away.
What did he say?
I was just asking him many questions. Like I keep every time I talk to him, I do like, what the hell's going on? Like you have this idol, you seem like so bummed about it. Like you've been burdened with like the weight of the world. You have immunity, like and he's like, oh no, I'm not the idol guy. Like I don't know what to do with it.
But why did he look for it if he didn't want it?
I think it's a fair request as a team for us to be like, hey, you want us to trust you? Show us love. Like, that shouldn't be that weird. And I think if he's unwilling to show us as a group idol, then like we have every reason to believe that.
Great. Sorry.
What's your percent confidence in Katya being neutral?
20%. Honestly, I don't really think it's real.
We should have the
I kind of feel like you gotta hold on to it for now. People won't vote you out because they'll be afraid you'll play it, and also the potential of it will be for the tribe.
We're caring too much about whether the idol is real or not.
Yeah.
We can just talk in circles.
That's okay.
It was really like, I love working with you guys, but like Christy having the idol, it was just like
I understand
too scary, and like I just was gonna be on the wrong side. But it was always like the ultimate plan was always to flush her.
Okay, so you voted for me, and
only to like tie the vote in case like Christy played her idol.
Okay, that makes sense.
So, but I'm really sorry because I really want to work with you.
Yeah.
She was very understanding. I'm sure she's not gonna act like she's upset about last tribal. I'm sure she is.
I felt bad getting rid of Christy because I was like, I mean, I'm not like 100% solid on Josh. But
I feel really close to Tasha, and I feel like I can trust her definitely. But I feel like I've gotten pretty close to you too, and I feel like I can trust you a lot too.
I was like kind of afraid Christy was gonna play her idol.
Yeah, no, I totally understand that. But I feel good about me and Tasha moving forward.
I'm so excited. Like I don't know how I was able to recover from this. I feel like I was in a terrible spot the first round, but I'm feeling good now. Well, we wanted to split up the girls. Now they're much less of a threat. So it could be a pretty easy Victoria vote. She might want to cause some chaos after last tribal.
I have no reason to vote off anyone else. You guys saved me. Obviously, a little more indebted to them than to you because
Yeah.
you voted me.
I honestly only did that because
No, I get it.
that was what I thought majority was going.
I just want to let you know that the reason we did what we did last round was because we were nervous about the idol.
I totally
You guys
understand
were
that.
close,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
it's nothing personally to you at all.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't have any ill will against you.
Yeah.
The last one was a 2-2-2 split with two votes being on me. And then everyone kind of reassured me that it was just to make sure that Christy didn't play her idol and that it was flush at the end. So it makes me feel a little better, but it's still kind of nerve-wracking knowing that my name was on.
I really wanted to work with you. Like,
Okay,
the
good.
plan to split the vote was only because of her having the idol.
Okay.
And I knew you guys were close, you probably wouldn't have voted for her.
Yeah.
So the entire time, it was always to get her out on the rebound.
It makes me feel better. It still makes me nervous.
I know,
but
I know.
It makes me feel a little
I
better.
know, but I seriously
I trust
value
you.
our relationship.
Okay. I feel good about Tasha too. And Tim, honestly.
That was a wild tribal council. I am happy with the outcome. That was my plan going into it. I know that Tasha was a little concerned, but I tried to convince her that even though I'm going after the girls, which is Victoria and Christy, I wasn't going after her. I'm hoping that we can finally win an immunity challenge. I really don't want to lose this next one. Let's win this.
We thought last challenge was our redemption arc. The next challenge.
Is there another?
We just need to win the next challenge.
I know.
I know.
I know, dude. I know.
Hopefully it's on land and there's a puzzle involved.
Seriously.
Yeah.
The first half of this challenge will be all about two castaways, Victoria from Parkside and Pat from Tyler. They'll be running all three legs with help from various tribe mates. Survivors ready? Go! And they're off. There are 2 checkpoints to hit in the yard. At each, a bag of balls will need to be pulled down from the top of a pole. Victoria has Parkside's first bag, and Pat with Tyler's. Victoria cruising to the second checkpoint. And both castaways with their second bag. They'll need to drop the bags at the table before moving on to the beach portion of the challenge. And now Brandon and Tasha will take over the pulling duties. Racing over the sand to 2 checkpoints to dig up more balls. And it's still dead even as both tribes have 4 of 6 balls. The final portion of the retrieval phase will be in the water, each castaway to ride a raft out to where the final 2 balls are located. And Tim pulls Victoria right off the raft, but Tyler also having trouble getting started up. Immunity and an ambassador visit both on the line. Pat and Victoria have their final balls, both passing on the opportunity to ride back in, instead wading through the water as fast as possible. Victoria back to shore, as is Pat, who's down a shoe. It's still too close to call heading to the final part of the challenge. Steven and Josh for Parkside, and Michelle and Haley for Tyler will need to get all 6 of those balls to land in the various pockets on their board. Tyler gonna be the first to give it a go. A very delicate touch required for success. Parkside still getting configured. And Tyler has their first ball. Parkside a bit heavy-handed maneuvering their board. That's 2 now for Tyler. Josh and Steven still not putting up any kind of fight. Tyler nudges that ball in, and they're halfway home. Parkside still going backwards, turning what was a close challenge into a blowout. Haley and Michelle with their 4th ball. With their 5th ball. Parkside at least getting one all the way down the board. Yeah! And Tyler with their 3rd straight immunity win. Another crushing loss for Parkside. Well, congratulations again to the Tyler tribe, their 3rd straight win. Now you have an important decision to make once again. It's time to send an ambassador over to the Parkside tribe.
I'll be going.
All right, Danny, then head over to the Parkside tribe. You'll hang out with them until they go to tribal council, and then you will return to your tribe.
I feel like a lot better than last round. I don't know if you guys can tell.
Oh yeah.
I just needed
to sprint out of the water.
Yeah. Exactly. Like I feel reinvigorated. I feel like our team is like so synced up here. Yeah.
That was a good team challenge. There wasn't one person that was weak.
We played every person exactly like we should play.
Anybody who was looking to sell their stock in Patty, I understand. The investors were spooked. I was real down on myself, but I'm feeling back, man.
Isn't it so nice that we can come back here and just pat ourselves on the back for like 30 minutes?
Sorry, yeah.
4 of them, 7 of us. I like this. That's true, yep.
I feel like what I always wanted, which was one big happy family, it's finally here, despite everything I did to screw that up.
You like beasting out of that water.
Yeah.
Was so
I hope
good.
we have slow-mo
That was
footage.
like that was seriously
That
like something you see on TV.
I know a lot of the fans back home have been smacking themselves in the head at what I've been doing lately. I totally understand you.
We unfortunately didn't play the game long enough with each other to really understand each other's perspectives.
I kind of made a decision about you based on 2 things that I saw.
And it's tough because like you only see that clip or like in that whole all the separate combos that happen, you only see a glimpse. Because I felt as though last season there were a few things that I did that I don't like that I did, and one of them was betraying you at that point. I'm willing to bury the hatch and move on.
I feel like I'm the one who needs to apologize. You have nothing to apologize for.
We find a way to stay stuck strong.
Absolutely.
And however that happens, we just have to force it because it's going to be so easy for them to crack at us, and then we're just going to lose any power that we have.
The more we heal this rift, I think the more we close up what I think is the biggest liability to our team. You know? You and me working together even post-merge, like, who's going to see that coming? Let's just get a handshake on
All right, Pat.
All right, cool.
So our tribe is killing it. We've won the last 3 challenges now, so we're going to go into next challenge with 7 to their 4.
I just wanted to know how it went with Pat.
Honestly, that was actually one of our better combos in a while.
Oh,
I mean, like, I
It's not a high bar.
I feel like Michelle and I have healed. I'll say we're healing, you know. I think the whole team is really feeling 7 strong.
We go in like 7-3 or whatever to a merge. We want to be strong. Somebody found it already. I heard secondhand something about the 3 sisters looking over. It seemed like these 3 tall trees. In one of them, there is a piece of string, white string wrapped around something that I'm guessing potentially the idol was tied to that, and the person who found it didn't take the string with them. Patch idol, assuming there's only one, is very likely fake. I think those 3 like evergreens or whatever there are the 3 sisters.
Oh.
So that's where I was poking around, and in one of them there was like a white string tied to the tree, so somebody has it and they ripped it off. So I think that basically confirms Patch is fake. Michelle, that's always my concern. Like I've said, she always finds all this stuff. Like, did she find that too? Michelle, we had kind of a up and down relationship a couple years ago. I'm afraid that she doesn't think she can trust me, and it's kind of like a mutually assured destruction where we neither of us will be able to fully trust each other. I was in those trees over there, and in one of those tall trees, there was a piece of string tied to the tree, so I think it was up there.
So
somebody
somebody-
ripped it off, but didn't take the string.
Dennis is always a wild card. You never know what to expect from Dennis. The only thing you know to expect is to not expect consistency with Dennis. I never really played the game with Dennis, and I really don't have any beef with him. I like the way his mind works and how he is, even if he doesn't seem it, he's always one step ahead.
I don't think Dennis is as big a threat as people are putting him out to be. I think he's a good person to kind of confide in, and he'll be loyal to you.
Everybody's like, Dennis is such a big threat, but I feel like you're not a big threat, so.
And I'm more loyal than
To-
I'm given
yeah, exactly.
credit for. I feel
Exactly.
Like I don't have anything against working with Michelle, but but then it's in my mind, I'm like, well, or is she thinking she can never trust me, and then I
she's
can't
gonna
show
hold
that.
that grudge against you. We'll see what goes down with Dennis, but he's not as big of a threat as people make him out to be, I don't think. I honestly, Dennis, I will tell you the truth, because I'm not an honest person. I have to hurt your feelings, so.
People are saying the right things to me. They're not telling me they're voting for me straight to my face, so I guess progress over last year.
We suck as a tribe. We're awful. We're just terrible, man. We keep losing.
Yeah, you did so well.
I really tried. Guys, I really tried.
You did an amazing job. It would suck if you went home because you tried so hard in that challenge and you did so well.
So, yeah, tell me all the T's. Well, T to me, that's what I'm here for. Yeah. Tell me everything.
The T is we are sucking at challenges and need to get that figured out. Yeah. It's been so stressful.
I heard there was a girl-guy dynamic kind of going on, and now that Tasha's gone, right?
I'm Tasha.
Sorry, Tasha.
Christy. That's okay. You haven't spent time with us,
Yeah.
so that's fine.
You have to keep the people that are going to have you winning the challenge.
I know.
Because otherwise, you're screwed.
I know. I'm feeling very stressed right now. Josh is super loyal. I want to work with Josh, but Victoria just worked so hard in that last challenge, and we need to win challenges to have numbers going into the merge, so I'm really torn between Victoria and Josh. So I have to decide what makes the most sense for me and what makes the most sense for the tribe. After that challenge, I feel like we just need to figure out something, because we're just going to get picked up after the merge.
Yeah, I'm still okay with voting out Josh. He's trying really hard in challenges, but I think for us to win one, we might be better off. Unfortunately.
Well, I just heard Steven kept yelling at him with the puzzle, and I don't know whose fault it was.
Yeah, I
but
don't
they
know
just
either.
clearly were
Not communicating well,
in the challenge.
So we lost another challenge, which stinks, so we're back kind of talking about what the next move will be on Tribal Council. Me, Tasha, Tim, and Steven. So it'll be 4 against 1. I think we're pretty solid moving forward for the next vote.
Christy had an idol,
Okay.
and the 222 was just in case she used the idol to split it, and then
So she didn't use the idol on herself?
no, because she didn't suspect herself to be with it
So she left with...
with the idol.
She announced it.
Yeah, as soon as she found out, she came in with it. I voted with her. Well, it was split between me, Josh, and Christy.
She's spilling her guts.
To Danny?
We just gotta keep our 4 and hope we win.
You guys have some... I don't know what to do.
Did you try?
We got a 222 vote. You told us immediately.
Losing 3 straight, it kills your morale quite a bit. I like to think I'm generally a positive person, but even me, I'm fighting through the emotional and mental pain of losing 3 in a row. This one should hopefully be very straightforward, where unfortunately Victoria would be leaving. She voted for me, so I have no guilt at all of voting for her.
Like, what you need to figure out right now is how you can get people not to write your name down.
Yeah.
What can get you to win the challenge might be a thing too. And you gotta talk to Tim. I feel like that's the #1 person you should talk to right now.
Would you be okay with Josh in this vote? Okay. And I think for challenges, unfortunately, I think maybe Josh.
Victoria was the one who jumped up there and started talking to you guys about the 222. So she was,
Yeah, that was
she was
crazy.
very eager to divulge the secrets.
She did tell us immediately.
This is brutal. It's brutal.
You gotta vote off the weakest.
Well, that might be me, so I don't know if I wanted to talk about voting off the weakest person.
Me, Tasha, and Steven are the power three. We're in the middle. We're in control of this tribe. This is our tribe. So could go Josh. We just saved him, but I don't know. We don't really know how to feel about him. I still don't completely trust him. Or we could go Victoria. Victoria is telling the other tribe everything. Oh, it was a 2-2-2, and she went home with an idol. Like, she's telling Danny and the other tribe everything. How can that make me trust her? The three of us, me, you, Steven.
Victoria wants Josh out, and she just did like such a good job in that challenge, so I kind of want to vote Josh.
I would agree with you. The only thing is that Victoria told me immediately that it was a 2-2-2.
She did. I mean, she's scrambling because she thinks it's her next.
Yeah, which is fair.
Yeah.
I am really not opposed to a Josh vote. If it gets to the merge though, and we have, it's me, you, Steven, and then Victoria, will Victoria betray us?
Are you still down for Victoria? Or did you want to go Josh? I feel like we should keep our four strong, but Tasha's I don't know what Tasha's thinking. I think we need to get Victoria out.
Maybe Josh.
This round?
It's an option.
Victoria, like, she worked so hard in that challenge.
I have a feeling that she's going to be the first person to run to the veterans.
It does concern me that Victoria is telling the tribe
Me too.
everything.
Victoria is such a challenge asset. Because if we lose next time, I'm afraid it's me. It's 3 guys plus me.
I'm trying to see what will set me up the best to go forward. I have heard Josh's name, I've heard Victoria's name, so I told both of them that I'm keeping them. They both really trust me, I think.
Me, Tasha, Tim, and Tim all feel comfortable, like us four, as a good group moving forward.
Yeah.
If you're okay with voting Josh.
Are you still down for the 4?
I am, but Victoria's so good in challenges. We need to win challenges.
We suck at challenges, so like we'll probably lose again. From watching your season, like you were absolutely robbed, and I thought you were so trustworthy the entire time.
Make it to the merge. I'd love to work with you.
I know that we're definitely going to be down in numbers, and so I'm going to need some veterans to work with, and I knew right away that I wanted to work with you.
I mean, Sarah's really cool. I feel like I trust her. Okay. So like, you know, I really value her opinion. We're pretty close.
Okay.
It seems like they're just gasping for air trying to get through. I gave them all little nuggets of what's going on upstairs, but definitely did not give everyone the full truth. I'd like to talk upstairs, like we'll get rid of all the rookies, but I don't think that's how it's gonna go. I'm trying to make sure I keep my connections everywhere.
Oh, hey, Danny!
Hey, what's up, you guys?
Come on over. Who are you voting for?
Yeah, who are you voting
for?
Sounds like you guys have everything figured out.
Hope so.
I want to keep Victoria, but I'm just so scared that I wrote her down.
You're 100% Victoria.
Yeah.
Okay. Just double check.
If somehow she was given the idol by Christy.
I don't think so. Okay. It's Josh though, right? It's Josh. Okay.
And then you and Tim are on the same page, right?
Yeah, I'm good. Okay.
Sounds good.
Let's just get through this. Yeah. One more, I know. Hopefully.
So, Parkside. Victoria, how do you feel after the last vote when you received 2 votes?
Yeah.
And you were nearly voted out on a revote. Do you feel like any more in danger than you were before?
You know, I kind of talked to everyone and they were saying how the votes were put on me because I had a pretty close alliance with Christy and Christy had the idol. So it was kind of used just to flush the idol, and it reassured me, but I'm still a little nervous that my name's gonna get thrown out again. I think we're all just kind of sick of losing challenges at this point, and it stinks having to be back in this spot.
Tim, if Victoria was in a tight twosome with Christy, and Christy is gone, to you, does that mean Victoria is now a free agent and maybe somebody that you can work with? Or is she just the last remnants of an alliance that you can continue to whittle away?
I viewed it as Christy and Victoria were really tight, and so that was concerning to me. Does that mean I want Victoria out? No. Does that mean I think she's gonna get revenge on us? No. I feel good with Victoria, but I feel good with everybody, and it's gonna be a tough vote once again. I mean, it's just gonna be brutal. But saying that Victoria is going home because she was just on the kind of the wrong side of the numbers last time is not true, in my opinion.
Josh, how do you feel after the last vote? You were also receiving 2 votes and potentially just a couple away from going home.
I had a pretty good idea of the plan overall going into the round. Victoria did write my name down, and I assured her that there's no ill will, or I'm not going to hold it against her that it happened. So I think everyone hopefully knows that I'm still newbie pride, and we're going to take it the next time for sure.
I'm starting to doubt that. Pride has not gotten us very far this season.
It only takes one.
It only takes one challenge, you're right. We'll see what happens. Steven, do you think that this tribe has been fluid in terms of allegiances shifting around through the game, or has it been more of a straight shot and predictable?
I don't think it's been predictable. Honestly, we all kind of vibed with each other right off the bat. Every vote has been really terrible to like have to vote anyone out. And people just have so many different close relationships with everyone left. So someone unfortunately has to go, and it really sucks. The amount of allegiance you have to someone could change from round to round. It's not super straightforward.
Tasha, after losing the first 3 challenges, you most assuredly will not have the numbers when it comes to the merge. So are you concerned about that, or has the ambassador twist allowed you to feel like maybe you have a foothold with the other groups somewhat when you run into them?
I'm definitely concerned about numbers going into the merge, and so we'll definitely be in the minority. From Brandon and Danny, we've heard there are some fractures going on, so it's not just one cohesive group on the other side. So the only hope is that we can work our way into those cracks and hopefully stick around.
To be honest, I feel like the ambassador twist is a little bit more on the side of harming us rather than helping us. I don't feel like I've been able to get much information out of the ambassadors, whereas they've gotten to get a lot of information out of us. And as much as I try to shoo them away, they're like annoying little flies. They come back. So it's been a difficult twist for us, in my opinion.
Do you have any ideas if you were to win the next challenge who you may send to visit their camp?
We haven't really talked about that. Honestly, we have no idea. I mean,
we just want
to win. We just want to win, and then we'll deal with it.
The final thing that I would like to share with you, and this is a little unorthodox, after Christy was voted out, she came and had a chat with me, and she shared her immunity idol with me, and here it is. And as I like to say as a host, this is not a hidden immunity idol.
Wow.
Wow.
Do with that what you will. Hey, maybe there's an idol still out there. This, in fact, was not an idol.
Oh my god. Did you know?
No.
Wow.
That's good.
All right.
That changes up some things, Jim.
I timed that perfectly because I wanted to drop that bomb on you and then have you go vote. But is there anything we'd like to say before we do go vote? Okay, let's see how it goes. Tim, you're up first.
Yeah. I feel good with Tasha and Steven, and I want to show my loyalty towards them by going with whatever they want.
Someone has to leave, and you were on the outs. You're blabbing to Danny, blabbing to Brandon. There's no choice.
Anyone has a hidden immunity idol and would like to play it, now would be the time to do so. Once the votes are read, the decision is final. The person voted out will be asked to leave the tribal council area immediately. First vote, Josh. Victoria. Victoria. It's 2 votes Victoria, 1 vote Josh. Third person voted out of Survivor Branford, Victoria. Victoria, that's 3, that's enough. You'll need to grab your torch. Victoria, try to
So I was just voted out, which stinks. I felt pretty good going into the vote. I didn't really suspect that it was me, but you know, they did what they had to do. I thought I had pretty close alliances, but I guess others were closer. And it stinks knowing that my time has come to an end, but I had so much fun.